What up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be eating salmon sashimi, and I have a bunch of nigiri. I have tuna here. I have yellowtail here, the white one, and then I have a bunch more of salmon. I love salmon, so that's why I got mostly salmon ones. And I have some ginger here, and then I have my wasabi and soy sauce here. I love wasabi and soy sauce, so don't hate that I use that. But yeah, so I'm excited. I've always seen these mukbangers and they always eat these giant salmon pieces. So I went to my local Japanese store, grocery store, and it was super busy for some reason. I guess after 7 p.m. they put a lot of their foods on sale. So I saw people with a bunch of carts of their pre-made food, like they have the what's that called? Udon noodles, and they have like fried pork cutlets and stuff. So a lot of people were like buying like 10 of those. So I was like, why is it so busy? It's so rainy outside. It was like the rainiest I've ever seen San Diego. But yeah, so welcome back. It's your girl Twee, and we're gonna be eating some sushi today. So I've never eaten salmon like this before, but I'm super excited. I think this one's the one from Scotland. It's salmon sashimi, but from Scotland, and this one is from Canada. So we'll try the difference and see how good they taste. Okay, which one should I start with first? I guess I should do a thumbnail. All right, let's get started. All right, I'm gonna try the Canadian one first. Let's try to get this big old guy. Dip in the wasabi and soy sauce. Mmm, that is good. That is so good. And some ginger. Okay, I'll try the Scotland one. Whatever, I'm gonna pick it up with my hand. It's clean, don't worry. Mmm, that's good. Ooh, that's really good. I think I like the Canadian one better though. It's more creamy, I guess. I'm so happy. That's so good. All right, I'm gonna try a tuna one. Tuna. I'm just gonna forego my chopsticks, whatever. I like a lot of soy sauce and wasabi, so don't be a hater. That was okay. I'm not a big fan of tuna, unless it's like really good quality. Water break. So, today I thought maybe you guys should get to know me a little bit. So, I thought about, but in a different way, I thought about maybe we should do a get to know me by knowing a couple of my firsts and what are they. And what I mean by that is like my first time, blah, 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 my first time doing this. Take a bite. You want to take a bite? Ooh. Does anyone like salmon as much as me? Mmm. Right, let's get started. First things first. My name is Twee, and I started this channel because I really like watching mukbangs, and I've always wanted to create videos for people before. I just didn't know what I wanted to do, and I love eating, so I started this channel to do that. And I like interacting with people and eating good food and showing you guys good foods. So that's me. What else? What other firsts can I talk about? I could say the first time I ever rode a bike. It was when I was like 7 years old. I was with my family friends, and it was actually really easy. I don't know if I learned how to ride a bike before, but maybe I was just old enough where it was like it just made sense. So I rode it with my family friends. It was really easy. Take this bite of salmon. Mm. Mm. So I've learned how to ride a bike then. And then I'll try the Scotland one again. This one's so much prettier though. Mm. And then my mom got me and my little sister Bo. She bought us these two pink bikes that were identical. And so we were obsessed with riding it. We would ride it up and down the street in front of our house all the time. I remember we kept riding it so much. We were going so fast one time that we ended up eating at the end of the block. And I remember falling over with her. And that was pretty much the end of us riding our bikes anymore. And then we switched to rollerblading. And so we started inline skating. I've never done the 2x2 skates before, but I have done the inline skating and I really love it. And I wish we could. And this is Yellowtail. You know, I really like skating. It's fun. Skateboarding is fun too, though. That was okay. The end of the fish was stiff, so I didn't want to eat the rest of it. My older sister said when she was growing up, there was this place called Hammer Skate, and it would always play like old music. Well, I guess it was the music that was in before, but like old music like Look at Us by Serena Paris, is that her name? And then they would all just rollerblade to the beat and stuff, and I'm like, damn, I wish I did that. That sounds really fun. But yeah, I'm gonna eat some more salmon. Mm. It's so good, it makes me close my eyes. I'm like, it's so buttery, so savory. It's really good. This nigiri doesn't even compare to this sashimi, so I'm like, eating this. I'm like, eat another one though. Get another salmon nigiri, some wasabi and soy sauce. One bite. I'm so that's the first time I ever rode a bike. Anyways, let's talk about another first time. Eat this one first. Sorry guys, I'm really hungry, so I bought a new mic. I don't know if you can tell, but I was listening to my other videos and it was really scratchy. So then I was like, I need to do something about this if I really want to continue making these videos. I want to make videos that I would watch, you know what I mean? I don't like the tuna, I'm sorry. Eat another piece of this. I was gonna talk about, I know this is embarrassing, but I was thinking about talking about my first kiss. Oh Lord. What do you guys count as your first kiss? Is it the first kiss you've ever had on your lips? Is it the first kiss you ever had on your cheek? Is it the first kiss on your, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so my first kiss, I had this family friend. I've known him since I was like 6 years old. I guess I had a crush on him like a lot of my life in my early childhood. I remember, I think I was in the 6th grade, and me, my little sister, him, and his little brother, we were playing. I was at his house, and then for some reason I don't know, oh my God, this is so cringy now that I think about it. We went into the closet for some game or something, and then my little sister and his little brother locked us in there for like 7 minutes, and they're like, "You can't come out until something, something, something." I forget what. So I remember I laid it on him. I gave him a big old kiss on his cheek. So cringe. Try this. Mm. Mm. You guys don't see baby behind me, but she's sitting right next to me in her little seat. You guys know which one I'm talking about. Oh, that was so cringe though. Now I think about it, I'm like, ugh. So we're friends now, so it's cool. Nothing's weird or anything. Gonna have another bite of the salmon one. Can put a little less rice though. So yeah. But I remember the first time a guy ever kissed me on my cheek was this bite. First time ever First time a guy's ever kissed me on my cheek was in the 7th grade. It was my boyfriend at the time. I remember it clearly. I was sitting on the bench, and then he came like around me, and then he just kissed me on the cheek. It was so sweet. He was like the sweetest boyfriend I've ever had. Or like, it was like a friendship, but like, he was just a really nice guy. Now he's dating my friend, and they've been dating for like 8 years or something really crazy. And it's just, that was middle school for you. Take a bite of this Canadian sashimi. That's good. But if you want to know the real stuff, I just think about it, I'm like, bleh. There's this guy that I dated in the 7th grade. And I remember my first kiss with him. It was after school. We took the bus home, and then it drops us off at like this park. So we're like, okay, let's hang out at the park. And we ended up hanging out there. I remember my friend was there, and his friends were there, and we were like in the little bark part of the playground. And this is me, 12 years old in 7th grade. I just remember he like, ooh, I just cringed about it because I'm like, ew. I remember he leaned in and he kissed me on my mouth. And then followed by a series of a couple weeks of making out on the school bus ride home. Ooh. No judgment zone here, right? And then we broke up. So I think that was like the end of guys kissing me first, because I swear every single time now I'm always the one kissing guys. I don't know why. Like my boyfriend currently now, ooh, I kissed him first. My ex-boyfriend, I kissed him first. The guy before that, I kissed him first. Like, why is it always me? Like, I want to be kissed too. I want to be courted. Jeez, guys. Man up or something. This. I thought it was going to be gross eating the sashimi like straight up like a block, but it's actually delicious. I'm going to eat another one of these. But still pretty good. Not as good as a sashimi. Yeah. You guys ever think about the times in your childhood and your adolescence and you're like, oh God, I'm so cringy? Is that a universal thing for everyone? Because I feel like that's my story of my life. But yeah. What other first can I talk about? That's PG rated, you know what I mean? I don't know what other first to talk about, but I did want to talk about this. So if you guys remember, I think it was in my last video, I was talking about online dating and how it is for us in this generation and how we're all so fueled by like instant gratification. But I was just thinking like, all right, here's a tip, y'all. We're going to talk about online dating. We're going to talk about apps and how everyone swipes on each other. So I wanted to say, after I take a bite first though, eat this first. So, online dating. If you're gonna do it, please do it right. I don't know, is it me because I'm a serial monogamist, but I still value like I guess some people want to hoe around and that's fine. It's none of my business and it's nothing's wrong with being a hoe and sorry, a hoe's not a bad thing to me. I think being sexually active and having multiple partners is cool. Like whatever you want. But I think everyone should be really safe about who they meet online and what they do with that person. Why do people like, if you're gonna swipe right on someone, why are you gonna play hard to get and not talk to them? I don't understand. Like, I thought that was the whole point. I feel like maybe it's a thing for guys, but it's a numbers game, so they always just swipe right on everyone. But I feel like, swiping right just basically means saying yes to the person, and swiping left means no to a person. So, swiping right, that means you're interested. So, why are you playing hard to get? Why are you playing games? Like, talk to me, don't talk to me. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? But it's so funny how back then people were like, don't meet people online, they're predators. They're gonna hurt you, they're gonna kidnap you, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, hey, you wanna meet up for blah, blah, blah? Just think you gotta be safe. There was a story recently about a girl who met this guy through like an online forum and he was targeting people that were selling money for sex. That's a whole nother story, but that is so sketchy and he ended up being a serial killer. So I don't think those chances are really likely that that's going to happen to people, but be careful who you talk to online. I wonder how often people use other people's profile, but I feel like when people use people's pictures and market it as their own, they're always like super obviously fake. Never put anything real on there. They just put the picture and they're super, super hot and they match with you and I'm sorry you're not so hot, but they match with you and you think you have a chance with them, but you guys ever watch Catfish? They're super hot. They don't want to FaceTime you. First of all, they're really out of your league, looks wise. Two, they never want to FaceTime you, never want to send you live videos. Three, they always have an excuse for reason for not seeing you. I think those are major red flags on to not meet people. Man. When I met my current boyfriend, maybe I shouldn't have done this, but we're like, yeah, let's meet up. Let's go to a place. Like he said, let's go to Punch Bowl downtown. And I was like, all right, I'm down. And then I was like, I don't want to drive. He's like, I don't like driving either. And so we came up with the idea of going to an Uber from my house. So the first time I met him was right outside my apartment. And usually that could mean like he's a killer or something, but it worked out really well for us. But if I say would I do it again, I don't think so. I feel like I just trusted him even though I didn't really know him. I just felt like the vibes that he was giving, and it was just really nice, sincere ones. I do not want to go back into the dating world ever again, though. It seems difficult. People, all they want is just yes, no, and like, if you don't answer them quickly enough, they'll just hang up on you. They'll ghost you. Like, it's game over. And that is what's wrong with this generation. We all just want instant gratification. We want everything we want, and we want it now. And I feel like that's a big flaw that we have. I mean, if you're like down to go get what you want and work hard for it, then I'm like, yeah, go for it. But if you just want something and no one gives it to you right then and there, how can you build something? You know what I mean? But yeah. So that's my I'm gonna get off my pedestal today about online dating. If you do it, be smart about it. Meet them. Tell your roommates where you are, where you're going. Put your GPS location with your roommates and your close friends. Send them the guy's profile picture. All that good stuff. Weren't we talking about my first or whatever? Excuse me. I don't know what else to say. Oh. I am going to be filming tomorrow, guys, as well. So, I'm going to be filming with Diana and Iris again. I feel like this Scotland sashimi absorbs the soy sauce more, and you could really taste the soy sauce. But this Canadian one, you just taste more of the butteriness from it. We're gonna be doing, oh goodness, I was like, I forgot what we're eating for a second. We're gonna be doing lobster, and we're gonna be eating garlic noodles and maybe something else. We'll see, but we're doing something different, and we're gonna be seeing we're doing who's most likely to. It's like, who's most likely to drop out of college, who's most likely to go into debt, weird stuff like that. So we posted on our Instagrams asking for suggestions on who's most likely to topics. So if you have any who's most likely to, just drop it down in the comments below, and then we'll be answering in our next video. Make it fun, make it different, though. All right, I'm gonna finish these bad boys off. This was so good, guys. Salmon sashimi is my favorite. Mm. Mm. I regret getting the nigiri because the sashimi was so much better that it's kind of hard to eat something that's not as good with your food. So I'm just gonna pack this up. I'm putting it in the fridge and I'm gonna eat it later. Can't waste it. Maybe not the tuna though. Tuna's giving me weird vibes. But alright, that's gonna conclude today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, just remember to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. But, you know, tap that notification button so you can see my next video. Peace. And by the way, I really like the salmon sashimi more, and I like the one from Canada more. So if you have the option between Canada and Scotland, I think it was Scotland, choose the Canada one because it was so good. Alright, bye guys!